Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like this video, and turn on post notifications so you never miss any hot and trending gist. Because today's topic, it's one that will make you look at Maurice, Sam, and Pearl Watts in a completely different way. Alright, let's get into ITSO over time. Maurice, Sam, and Pearl Watts have become one of the most talked about on-screen pairs. But beyond what we see in movies and public appearances, fans believe there are certain hidden details that many people didn't notice at first. And honestly, once you start paying attention, some of these details are actually very interesting. Now let's break everything down properly. First, let's talk about the little moments people often overlook. When fans watch movies, they usually focus on the main storyline. But when it comes to Maurice, Sam, and Pearl Watts, some viewers started going back to rewatch scenes, not for the story, but to observe their interactions more closely. And what they noticed, small reactions, subtle expressions, natural responses that didn't feel scripted. Things like the way they look at each other during emotional scenes, the timing of their reactions, how their conversations flow without awkward pauses. These are details that might seem minor, but for many fans, they suggest a deeper level of understanding between them. Now let's move beyond the screen, because this is where even more hidden details come into play. Behind-the-scenes content has played a big role in shaping this conversation. Short clips from movie sets, rehearsal moments, and casual interactions have given fans a glimpse of how Maurice, Sam, and Pearl Watts behave when the cameras are not fully focused on performance. And according to fans, these moments feel very different from typical co-star interactions. There's a level of ease, a sense of familiarity, and a kind of comfort that doesn't look forced. Now here's something else people noticed: consistency. This is not something that happened once or twice. It's something that has been observed over time. Whether it's during different projects or separate appearances, the dynamic between Maurice, Sam, and Pearl Watts seems to remain the same. And for many fans, consistency like that is not accidental. Now let's talk about social media, because this is where even more hidden details have been spotted. Maurice, Sam, and Pearl Watts don't always make obvious interactions online, but when they do, fans notice. Some people have pointed out how quickly they react to each other's posts, the tone of their comments, the subtle familiarity in their exchanges, and, while each moment on its own might not mean much, when you look at them together, they start to form a pattern. Now here's another interesting detailed timing of posts. There have been moments where both Maurice, Sam, and Pearl Watts shared content that appeared to come from similar environments. Fans picked up on this quickly. They started comparing backgrounds, lighting, and surroundings, trying to determine whether the two were in the same place at the same time. In some cases, fans believe the similarities are too close to ignore. Now let's talk about body language, because this is one of the biggest areas where hidden details come from. Whenever Maurice, Sam, and Pearl Watts are seen together, there are certain things people notice immediately. The way they stand near each other, the level of comfort in their posture, the natural flow of their interaction, these are subtle things. But according to fans, they reveal a lot. Body language often shows what words don't. And in this case, many believe it shows a strong connection. Now let's address something important. Are these truly hidden details? Or are fans simply interpreting normal behavior in a certain way? Because that's the key question. On one side, you have fans who believe these details are meaningful. They see them as clues pointing towards something deeper. On the other side, you have people who think it's all being overanalyzed. They argue that actors are trained to create chemistry behind the scenes. Moments can still be performative. Social media interactions don't always mean anything, and similarities in locations can be coincidental. Both perspectives make sense. And that's why this topic continues to generate so much discussion. Now let's step back and look at the bigger picture. Why are people so interested in these hidden details? Because they create curiosity. They make fans feel like they're discovering something others might have missed. And they add an element of mystery to the connection between Maurice, Sam, and Pearl Watts. Now here's another angle to consider. What if some of these details are real, but not meant to be public? Because in the entertainment industry, it's very common for people to keep certain aspects of their personal lives private. So if there is something more between Maurice, Sam, and Pearl Watts, it's possible that what fans are seeing are just small glimpses, not the full picture. But again, there is no official confirmation. No statements, no announcements. Everything remains speculation. Now let's talk about what this means moving forward. Fans are now paying closer attention than ever before, every scene, every post, every interaction. Because once people start noticing details like this, they don't stop looking. And if anything new happens, it will definitely get picked up quickly. Now before we wrap this up, let's summarize everything clearly. The hidden details fans are talking about include subtle on-screen reactions, natural off-screen interactions patterns in social media engagement, similar posting, noticeable body language individually. These might not mean much, but together, they create a narrative that many people find convincing. However, without confirmation, they remain observations, not facts. All right, guys, now it's your turn. Do you think these hidden details actually mean something? Or do you think fans are just reading too much into normal interactions? And if there is something there, do you think it should stay private or be made public? Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.